We're just letting the last few people come in from the waiting room. We're going to get started. Okay, welcome everybody. Hello, and thanks for joining us for our first quarterly membership meeting of 2023. My name is Suzanne Andrews, and I am the CEO at the Quinte West Chamber. We have 2 items of business for our membership meeting, and then we're going to premiere our brand new membership video. After this, I will ask the sponsor of our Q1 meeting, Brad Labadie from the Center for Workforce Development, to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Raed Younes, who has a great presentation on workplace culture. With so many businesses on the call today, I would ask you to mute your microphones unless you are speaking, and use the raise hand function if you would like to speak to a topic or ask a question, either during the meeting or after our presentation today. I'm going to ask our incoming president, Matt Doty, to chair the meeting and call it to order. Go ahead, Matt.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to call the first quarter membership meeting of 2023 to order. We have over 20 members on the call today and have quorum to proceed with the items of business. I'd like to present the slate of officers and directors for 2023. There's myself, Brent Parsons, who's the vice president, Bev Woods, who's the treasurer, Kelly Martin is corporate secretary, Tamitha Deniers is a director, Sean Lauser is a director, Rosie Oulet is a director, Eileen Brown is a director, and Jennifer Chandler, Jayden Panchel, Alan Fleeler, and Rick Davies are the directors and past president. Next part is the motion to approve the slate as presented.
Yeah, so we just need a mover and a seconder for that. If you're willing to move it, I see Bev, moved by Bev and seconded by Brent. Okay, and I'll launch the question for you. Please vote either yay or nay. And that motion has passed.
Perfect. Now that I'm officially, the president for 2023, I'd like to thank Rick Davies for the great work that he did in leading the organization through the past year. And from my standpoint, I'm really looking forward to leading this great group of people through which is hopefully the first of our more normal years, heading out of what we've been dealing with the last few years, and looking forward to my time as the president. In 2022, the board approved 32 new members. Please see the list of new members on your screen. Could I get a motion to ratify the 2022 members previously approved by the board of directors? So similar, we need someone to move this and to second it.
Okay, do we see any hands up?
I see Eileen has a hand up.
Okay, moved by Eileen.
Yeah, and we need someone to second that.
Brent.
Oh, there we go, there's Brent.
Seconded by Brent. Okay, I'll post the question. Okay, and that motion has also passed.
Perfect, 100% for both of them. All right, so there's no other business from the board at this time. Is there any business from the floor? Doesn't appear to be. So hearing none, I'd like to get a motion to adjourn the Q1 membership meeting. Again, we need to move and second this one as well.
I see Jenny's name, so moved by Jenny.
And Bev's hands looks to be up too.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so from my standpoint, the meeting is adjourned.
Okay, great job, Matt. As your first duty as president completed successfully, so that's wonderful. The Quinte West Chamber membership continues to grow and change as our community is growing and changing, and our business community along with it. And at the end of 2022, we worked with Lavender Lane Media to create a brand new member video, and you guys get to be the very first ones to see it. So please enjoy this short video, and then we're going to go over to the boardroom where we have our guest speaker, Dr. Younes, who's going to have a great presentation on workplace culture and why it's important. Okay, enjoy.
The Chamber has done more than I can say.
We are very pleased with the support that we receive from our local Quinte West Chamber of Commerce.
The Quinte West Chamber of Commerce is really here to help you belong in your community, to help give you a hand up as you start to develop and grow your business.
So the Chamber of Commerce, I think, is a great opportunity for any businesses to join because one, they help out any small businesses, whether it's small or large, one employee up to 500 or 5,000 employees. There's always something or some business within the Chamber that can help you out whatever you need.
They'll set up seminars and webinars and create connections with other business partners in the area through their regular updates, their events, their emails. We really appreciate the e-news that they send out regularly.
Freshco has been part of the Chamber of Commerce since 1998 when we started our business. It was one of the first things that we did to make sure that we were connected to our community. They've been instrumental in helping me and supporting me, guiding me through employee issues, employer issues, WSIB remittance, all of those things that really have affected our business because of the way people have started to work. They also tell us what new businesses are, and I'm able to pass that on to customers and my fellow peers as well.
As a small business owner, I don't have the time or the knowledge or wherewithal to advocate for myself at all levels of municipal, provincial, and federal governments. The different levels of the Chamber of Commerce, Canadian Chamber, the Provincial Chamber, and the local Quinte West Chamber are advocating on behalf of small business owners, and it's great to have someone in our corner pushing for our values.
It's good to know that we have a partner that understands the challenges we face as a local manufacturer. They recognize the needs and they assist where they have influence and a voice.
A certificate of origin is a document that we generate for every shipment that confirms that our product is made here in Canada. However, we do have one customer that requires us to go a step further, so that's when we reached out to their local Chamber of Commerce for help, and they agreed to provide a service where they stamp the certificate of origin.
The Chamber of Commerce has been extraordinarily helpful. I joined, and right from day one, they were offering to advertise for me, and then they did the ribbon cutting, and that was just so much fun. And it's really cool seeing my name in all of their literature, and I've gotten lots of work like that. I've gotten people messaging me saying, you know, we're also members of the Chamber, and there's the member-to-member discount, and it feels like a sense of community. Like, it feels like really warm.
You know, having group benefits has been very important for us because it helps all of our employees maintain that, you know, balance between work, life, health, just everything is so important to them. We have a very comprehensive, great benefit package that we're able to offer to our employees and that they can take full use of, but still keeping the cost down so that it is affordable for us.
So the Quinte West Chamber of Commerce is a natural hub for the work I do as the Chamber Plan Employee Benefits Consultant. I'm on the road a lot, so the ease of booking and the ability to pick my flexible office space really helps me bring clients together in a centralized location. This space is fantastic because it's easy for my clients to find. There's lots of parking and it's easily accessible by wheelchair for both the ramp and the washrooms. It's a clean, bright, professional space. The Quinte West Chamber of Commerce really is there to help me feel like I belong in the business community.
There you go. What do you guys think? You like it? I got 2 thumbs up there from Jenny. So yeah, that's good. Well, we're happy to be able to start using that video out through our social media and through our website, and encourage you guys to share it as much as you would like as well. So I think it's pretty reflective of a lot of the things that we're doing here at the Quinte West Chamber of Commerce. And it was fun to work with some of our members who are such great champions for us. So thanks. And yeah, please go ahead and leave any comments you have in the chat about the video, and I'll be happy to pass them along to Lavender Lane Media as well, because people always love to get feedback on the work that they're doing, especially when it's something creative like that. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We've been sitting on it for about 2 months now, so we're glad to finally be able to get it out there to everybody. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the second part of our meeting today, which is a great presentation. So I'd like to really take a moment and thank the Center for Workforce Development for sponsoring our Q1 member meeting. It's been great working with the team there, so we could bring you this special presentation, which is so timely, because I know workplace, workforce, everything to do around your workspaces it's a crucial time for so many, as we're trying to navigate through not only the workplace shortages, but how do we make sure that our workplaces are somewhere that people will want to come and work? How do we retain our staff? What changes do we need to make? And I think this is such a timely presentation talking around culture. So I'm going to ask Brad Labadie, the Executive Director, to please introduce today's guest speaker.
Thanks, Suzanne. Yes, I'm Brad Labadie. I'm the Executive Director for the Center for Workforce Development, one of the 26 boards in the province that do a local level labor market research and workforce development, funded through the Ministry of Labor, Immigration, Training, and Skills Development. Just quickly, I want to tell you why you're here today and why we have this guest speaker in. Corporate culture. You as employers, as business owners, you're facing a time that we haven't faced for many years. There are way more jobs out there than there are people, so you got to become competitive. And one of the ways to become competitive and do a really good job of not only attracting but retaining employees is having a really good corporate culture. And today, I'm happy to say that we have a great company here that has a fantastic corporate culture, and they're going to explain what that's all about. And so I'd like to introduce Dr. Raed Younes. He's been practicing since 1993 with an emphasis being placed on continuing education, so there are never any limits when it comes down to what you can expect. Dr. Younes has a knack for innovative procedures that provides patients with the most comprehensive, complete solution to their oral needs and existing problems. From implants all the way through full mouth reconstruction in a day, it's no wonder why so many people trust him as an expert dentist. When he's not in the office, Dr. Younes enjoys giving back to the community by volunteering his time and resources to help those in need and spending time with his family. He loves the outdoors and can often be found by the water. Dr. Younes has earned his diplomat status with the International Dental Implant Association. He's an active member of many professional dental associations, including the American Academy of Implant Dentistry, International Congress of Oral Implantologists, American Academy of General Dentistry, Academy of GP Orthodontics, Ontario Dental Association, and Royal College of Dental Surgeons. Without any further ado, Dr. Younes.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I would like to start by saying thank you for inviting me to speak and giving me the opportunity to share some of our experiences and ways about a very important aspect of any business, small or large, which is of course the workplace culture. Sorry, just hit the button there. Okay. So there. Before I continue with today's subject, I would like to give you a little background about our family practice and organization. One of our core values at You Make Me Smile Dental Center is to be patient-centric. That's why we provide comprehensive oral care for all ages with a wide variety of services, all under one roof. As you can see from this picture here, this is the practice back in 2001 when I first acquired the practice from still a good friend of mine. He's a mentor as well, Dr. Jack Jury. Back then we had 2 dentists and 2 team members and basically 2 treatment rooms. And as you can see from the picture right there, a nice inviting office with a glass separating from the patient waiting area there. Since then, we have continued to grow, thanks to the combined effort to our team members, of course, our loyal patients, and the support of my family and our wonderful community. These are some of the pictures that I would like to share with you about our practice. Today we have grown to have 2 community locations, one in Belleville, one in Trenton. We have a team of 6 experienced dentists that share over 100 years of total dental experience combined. We have 7 experienced hygienists and over 30 supporting team members, totaling over 40 members that work together in harmony every day. So let's talk about workplace culture. So this is a very important subject, and as Brad said, it's really, we're facing a very hard and difficult times these days with the lack of workforce and people that would like to work in this place, in any place, of course. So let's talk about this important part of attracting those people to want to be part of a team and work for you. So culture is the invisible bond which ties people together. It refers to the pattern of human activity. The art, literature, language, and religion of a community represents its culture. Our cultural values and beliefs manifest themselves through our lifestyle. Our moral values are the true presentation of our culture. Of course, ignoring any organization culture can be very dangerous. Not knowing what's below the surface of something can definitely undermine the success, transformation, and growth effort of the workplace. Because, of course, employees want to feel connected to their colleagues and to the company's mission and core values. So, workplace culture to an organization is what personality is to an individual. It is a distinctive group of beliefs, values, work styles, and relationships that distinguish one organization from another. It is shared because we share our culture with other members of our group. We know how to interact with other members, and we can predict their behavior based on our knowledge and expectations. Of course, culture is learned because it's not biological or ingrained in our DNA. As you all know, children don't really inherit culture from their parents. Let's share some of, of course, most of you know what a good culture should be, but this is some examples of what a good culture component can be. Fair and just treatment and communication for everyone. Leadership interaction between managers and subordinates. Honestly, in our practice, we call managers as team leaders, and we call them team leaders instead of calling them subordinates, or team members instead of calling them subordinates, because at the end of the day, we need to lead by example, and we need to make those people feel valued at our workplace. A clear articulation of accountability and authority to engender trust and in the workplace, that's very important. Articulation of long-term organizational vision through direct communication. We had to create opportunity for everyone to progress and excel in their potential capabilities. And also, at the end, of course, having effective appraisal and feedback, recognition, and proper coaching. Poor culture elements can be, of course, every one of us know that, and there is a lot, some of those elements are overwhelming workload, lack of recognition, lack of flexibility, poor relationships with co-workers, no development or promotional opportunities, gossip and toxic environment, and of course, last, low salaries and lack of competitive compensation and benefits. For a company to be successful, it have a distinct characteristics to it. Number one would be a purpose-driven company culture, a culture in which team members have a clear sense of purpose. They understand their immediate and long-term goals. They have an effective communication patterns based on clarity, courtesy, and proactivity. They have culture of feedback, which is crucial to the success of any organization. They embrace diversity and accept cultures that are different from their own. Teamwork is a very important aspect of for the culture and aspect of any successful company culture. Creating, enhancing, and celebrating teamwork is at the heart of every successful company. Of course, culture engagement and loyalty, making sure that every employee is valuable and matters, will create ultimately loyalty towards a successful company culture. And then last, growth and development. Of course, we have to offer the opportunity to grow and advance, and the advancement for the employees in their career. So this is why it's so important to have a people-centric culture, because of course it's a higher job satisfaction, we have lower turnover, we have higher employee engagement, fewer mistakes that are committed, and then we have better quality products and services, better safety records, and high profits. A company with a positive culture will attract the type of talent that is willing to make their next workplace a home rather than just a stepping stone. And I know all of us love to have that in place. Major thing of some of the things that we have done in our practice, basically to improve retention, is to have an HR department that take care and listens to the needs and issues, anything that is related to employees, team members, in everyday interaction. of course, by having good retention, we have, of course, we all know why we have, if we don't have a good retention, then we have basically high turnover rates, which will be very incredibly costly. Research, of course, have showed us that the cost of replacing an employee almost is double than their annual salary. That is huge. So it's better to invest in retaining those people rather than trying and recruit new ones. And of course, it's a very lengthy and long process to try and recruit those people. It takes an average of 42 days to secure a position on average. These are some of the strategies that we have implemented in our practice, and you probably all know about this, but basically we always look for to hire the right people that will fit in our culture. We try and be as clear as possible and share their responsibilities and explain it to them upfront. We create an accessible work environment. We appreciate good work, and we encourage, we do performance and appraisals for each worker. We know that there is work-life balance that we have to take care of. And of course, a very important part is to provide enough training and clear expectation from any team member that would love to join our practice. And of course, having that and cultivate a team spirit. This is, of course, as I said, we have a dedicated human resource or HR manager, team leader that take care of all our HR needs. Again, it's very important whether you're a small or big business. And again, it could be a part-time, it could be a full-time position. Depending on your needs, you could maybe even give it to someone who can take care of it as a part-time thing. Some of the other potential strategies that we have implemented, and we know it's part of our success in the last 22 years that I have been practicing here, is we also have dedicated a culture coordinator. This is Sam, that first up here. She is one of what an amazing and a fun, creative person she is. She really helped us get things together, and she has implemented a lot of activities that we just enjoy doing every single month, year after year. A fun fact also I would like to share that to share that one of our long-term our long-term employees here, team member, which is Lisa here, the second picture at the bottom there. Lisa has been working with me since the day I started the practice. We share the good times and challenges over the years. I definitely couldn't do it without her help and determination and the help and support of my whole team. This is where the video, I think. So there is also one thing where we have implemented and we have learned to share is we do every month, as I said, activities. We encourage a team member to know about it, and we do create a calendar that we produce a year ahead, and we have everything basically on the calendar so people can enjoy and basically be available, and if they have the opportunity to participate, they would. This is my big family. As you can see, we have all those beautiful faces. I'm gonna share a video with you. It's probably a couple of minutes long, but I think it will talk better than what I did, and maybe show you some of what we do in the practice. And so.
My name is Laura. I work at the front desk. We have a full-service dental center. We use leading-edge technology, and we have 2 convenient locations, Bell and Trenton. We have a fantastic team of about 40 employees. The vision for You Make Me Smile Dental Center is to be a leader in our community and provide unique and exceptional patient care. And here we have our impact diagram. These are some of our core values as an office. Everybody that works here has signed it as a commitment, both personally and professionally, to our community. The You Make Me Smile Dental Center team are strong supporters of our local community, and we are proud to sponsor a variety of fundraisers in our area.
My name's Sam. I work in sterilization. My favorite part of working here is I just think of how everyone works together. We're such a really good team. We're like a family. Everyone helps each other out. You don't feel like you're by yourself when you're working. It's just really good teamwork, and I've never worked in an office where everyone really cares about helping each other out. The office is really good at giving back as well. We do a lot of fun things. We did like a paint night one time. We have our dentistry from the heart. We always give back, even though we're having fun. It's a great way to give back to the community, but then also build together as a team and have fun.
Dreaming of, if you need me, you know where I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. We got two in the front, two in the back, sailing along, and we don't look back. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of.
I know it was a bit of a long video, but I think hopefully you guys had an idea of things that we do there. We truly enjoy our connection together. We try and make it a fun place to be at and provide the best that we can be and support each other there. We do believe that we work hard and we play hard as well. I'm going to show you some of the pictures and that we, just to give you an idea of a culture, celebrations. This is a picture of that was taken at Canada Day, or the day before Canada Day. Of course, we had that day off. We also love to have fun activities. We do in the practice, some pictures like what you see right there, a lot of competitions, dressing up events, crazy sock days, and much, much more. Actually, we have almost 4 to 5 activities every month that are planned in the office. This is a picture of, we definitely support all cases, genders, ethnic backgrounds, as we are big believers that diversified, multicultural society is a platform for any success. This was for a very good reason and cause that we supported, and I see Bev is on the meeting today, and she had wonderfully organized this event, which is the Amazing Race, where we have where we have participated in. That was a lot of fun that day. We had 4 teams actually competing against each other, and a fact about our members, they are really, really competitive. And we end up winning, one of our team ended up winning that grand prize, which was $10,000 that was divided among all 4 of them. So that was amazing. But mainly it was just the fact that they all came together and supported such a cause, make them feel valued as a team member. This is a picture of us celebrate. We do celebrate Christmas every year, of course, and this is the time we get together, we always have a venue where we go out and have dinner and share and exchange gifts and have some fun at the same time. We definitely encourage health at home, at the office as well, and we do participate in a lot of sport activities. The girls are very competitive, as I said, and they have a lot of challenges. Yet I couldn't even beat any of them. So sometimes it's tough to do that. This is a picture of and Valentine's Day. We still share the love and we share a lot of chocolate as well. We all love chocolate, you know. Some other, again, activities. The picture on the right, that was we celebrated 20 years of being here in this wonderful community that I can't thank enough. And I feel very loyal and appreciating to be part of it and help developing this community. You could see we dressed up for that and we had a lot of fun that day. We talked about this. This is a picture of our latest Dentistry from the Heart event. This is a very, very dear day to my heart. We started this back in 2012, where we provide a full day of free dental services for people in need. I love this day. I have a lot of fun with my team members, other doctors and hygienists and everybody else. Even local businesses have helped us by donating some food and support. This day has been happening every day as an annual event, and we share a lot of laughs, we share a lot of appreciation, tears sometimes, seeing those people getting out of pain and help them get better oral health. And we will continue doing that for sure. And again, that's another thing that employees, our team members really look forward to, and it gives them a sense of belonging and a purpose in what they do. And lastly, this is another day being proud of being Canadian. And the picture on the left side there, we were in a course in Atlanta. I always do take my staff to a lot of trainings. And this is when the Raptors won the championship. Back then, we were the only Canadians in the whole event. And we made it clear that we won. So I think that's about it. And I want to say before I finish, I would like to conclude that I am a very strong believer in investing in our greatest asset, which is our human capital. By providing a safe, healthy, and inviting work environment, and look forward to and make that place a place that everybody look forward to come to every morning. I want to thank you all for allowing me to speak. I want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for giving us that opportunity. I want to thank Bonnie and Brad for allowing me to talk about this, and I hope it didn't make it too long for all of you there. Thank you.
Well, thank you. That was amazing. I want to come work for you now. So what? I don't know if you have if that's a possibility, but no, I mean, you guys look like you have so much fun. Maybe I can be invited to join you on one of your team days, and I can bring the team from the chamber down. We've only got three of us here, so we don't have quite the same dynamic as a big office. But wow, you guys are doing such an amazing job, and you very graciously said that we could open it up to questions. So for everybody that's on the call, you can turn on your cameras, turn on your microphones, or put up your hand and just go ahead and ask Dr. Younes any questions you may have about his presentation. Not sure if there's anybody has any questions. I see that Bev is on the call. I know she's somebody that you work with. Yeah. Bev, maybe you want to start us off, and maybe just, if it's not a question, just say a few words that you sort of noticed while working with Dr. Younes and his staff, because I'm sure you've experienced their workplace culture firsthand.
I have, and thank you, Dr. Younes. What an amazing presentation. And for anybody that is just taking the first look at Dr. Younes, it is an incredible work environment, and his team is not a team, it's a family. They come together to ensure that the community is well looked after. I firsthand know that because I've worked with their group on a number of occasions, and even when there was a call out to help, at food drives. They're there in their office. They always have, availability for people to drop off food. So it's every aspect of our community, whether it's a soccer team or, giving back in other ways. Dr. Younes and his team are always there to support us, as we should be supporting, local businesses. And he is just one of the many local businesses. So he holds a very special part in my heart, just because they're just incredible. I can't say enough of them. I wish I was 10 years younger so I could work there as well. But it is a definite amazing work environment. I think what I love the most is just following them on social media to see how involved their team is, their family, if you walk into their office and see them always celebrating something, celebrating each other, celebrating the love they have for their profession and for the community, it really does just spread like wildfire. And again, I'm so happy and proud to be part of this profession. And thank you again, Dr. Younes, for sharing yourself with our community. You're very much appreciated.
Oh, that's great. Wonderful. Dr. Younes, there is a question from Michelle. She's asking, what does articulation of long-term objectives directly mean?
Am I on right now? Do I have to?
Yep, no, you're on. Yep.
Okay. Basically, people have to understand what is the long-term goals for the whole business, and articulating that clearly, identifying it to the people you are working with is really important, because people want to have that sense of belonging. They want to understand why we do what we do, and if you don't clearly explain that from the get-go, I don't think it's any benefit for anybody. You have to align your goals with the team and vice versa. Things have to work together, and we all have a long-term purpose, which is helping people, and being in this business is all about creating opportunity for people to advance in their career. If we don't develop and we grow every day and we learn every day, we're not going to be able to support that. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, actually it does. And I know that I've read that before, is that, if you want your team, you need your team to buy into what the long-term goals are for your business, so that you can all be working together. And if you don't let them know what those long-term goals are, if you don't articulate them, write them down, put them up on a wall somewhere, then it's hard for people to buy in and support you if they don't truly understand what that long-term vision is for your community or for your business. So I think I get that, and hopefully, Michelle, that answered your question. I don't know if you wanted to ask any follow-up questions. No, I don't think so. She said thank you. She understood that. And Carrie Roberts has said that thank you so much for the presentation. I love that you've incorporated and diversity into the platform for your business. I don't know if you have any further comments you'd like to make about diversity. And I know that here at the Chamber, we did a great little video last year on diversity, because we're noticing like our community is becoming more diverse. And the business community is a reflection of what's going on in the greater community, and we're noticing there's greater diversity in our business and the people that are owning and starting businesses in our community. And so I know that diversity it's changing all the time, and we're sort of trying to find ways to celebrate that diversity, because it definitely is adding more excitement to our community. We're seeing, not only the diversity around ethnic backgrounds, but also around more young people starting and owning businesses, having the confidence to do that. We're seeing diversity around, just different ways that they want to do business. And so I think diversity can mean different things to different people. But so what does it mean for your business?
It's exactly what you just said. It's not only about diversity in culture, it's about also diversity of experiences. When you have younger people working with older people have experiences, younger people have the innovation, they have the motivation. So having that in a workplace and allowing people to join is definitely part of having a good diversified culture in any workplace, I think.
Oh, very good. There is another question that has come up as well, and we're seeing on the screen, I'm putting some questions up there for you guys about the presentation today, because we want to be able to share those with the Center for Workforce Development. So please, if you get a moment, just go ahead and vote on those. But one of the questions that's come up here is it's challenging for industries that have opened up to work from home option, and the culture may change with less direct interaction of staff members. Now that's probably not a challenge that you have, because I'm sure you're very much a hands-on, but maybe you do have some staff working remotely doing admin work. I'm not sure, but do you have any suggestions or ideas around how to engage staff in your workplace culture if they're not actually in the office?
Yeah, we actually had to go through that back in the days when the pandemic hit us and we had to close the offices. We kept working from home, we kept innovating things together, and we tried and make it fun even working from home. I think that's a very important aspect. There are a lot of businesses right now that probably should allow it and maybe have the opportunity of a mixed environment where they can work from home yet have a connection to the office or their workplace and somehow. I know a lot of people are challenged right now with this, but luckily enough, we are not in that category. We have also had an opportunity to work with technology to make people work from home, like answering phones, administration stuff that can definitely work that way. But I cannot really share much or how can you make it better, but definitely it is a challenge, right? These days, a lot of people would like to work from home, but it's a good thing too. I think our community is growing because of something like this too. There's a lot of people that have moved from Toronto and they joined here and they still work from home, which helped growing our community.
And I think that's all the questions that we have. There is one last comment in the chat, and it says, I've been thinking of finding a new dentist, and I will definitely be working here. So
we would love to have you for sure. We always have open doors, and we're always growing, and we love what we do, as I said. So welcome. We definitely would love to have you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Suzanne,
Very
Suzanne,
good.
Brad in the background here. Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, so Brad, I was going to actually ask you to come
I just
up
have
now.
one question for Dr. Younes, if I've got a quick minute.
Yeah, maybe move a little closer to Dr. Younes, and then we can.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm right beside him. So you're a humble person in a humble business, but you give back to this community through your dentistry of the heart. Do you think that has helped you in terms of attraction and retention of employees?
100%. Again, it does for sure. Like, I mean, it is, as I said before, the sense of belonging is there. A lot of our team members love what they do. They love this day, and they just tell me, Dr. Younes, I just love working here. I love what you have, that you have given us that opportunity to do something like this. We actually have attracted a lot of patients as well that really appreciate what we do in the community, and that we do this because we believe that we have to help each other out, and we have to be here for each other. And we have the good days and the bad days, and if we don't stand by each other, it's a no win for anyone. So definitely, that's a big right thing that we love to do.
Brad, did you want to make any last comments before we wrap up for today?
I do.
I just want to thank you, Susan and Brad, again for having me here, and thank you all.
I'm just going to make a couple of quick comments, and you already mentioned it, Suzanne. There's some questions, a poll that you're doing for us. I appreciate it if everybody would take a minute to complete that for us. It helps guide us, helps us understand how well this day was for you, and helps guide us on some future events. I have two quick comments before I say thank you. First, I've learned a new job today, a new job description for me, because I've never heard it before. Culture coordinator. I think that's an awesome job. I think that's going to be my next job when I retire. And the other term you used, which I don't think we use enough, is sometimes we look at as a manager, you look at it and you go, those are my employees. It isn't your employees, they are your family. And thank you for addressing all your people that work with you as family, because that's important. I think that's another part of culture that helps you retain people. So thank you very much. So again, thank you. I know you're very busy, so I want to thank Dr. Younes for taking the time today out of his busy schedule to be with us this afternoon and explain multiculture. And thank you to the Chamber for helping us put this on very much. And thank you to Bonnie, my staff member, my family, who really is the one who organized all this for us. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Dr. Younes. Thank you, Center for Workforce Development. It was wonderful having you as part of our Q1 member meeting. Thank you to all of the board members that were on the call today. I'm really looking forward to working with you guys this year. Appreciate you stepping forward and volunteering your time to help run the chamber and keep it relevant and keep it active for our business community. So thank you. We've got a great year ahead, and look forward to seeing many of you at the State of the City luncheon. Thank you.